It was way past morning. I'm talking about good morning. But, oh, snap. Hold on. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm trying to get my hair together just a little bit because it's a little bit of a mess, y'all. But, anyways, guys, I want to get on here and talk about this GloRilla situation. Y'all, I can see that lace. I know, y'all. I know. I can see the lace too, guys. It's okay. It's first morning wig. It has not been properly prepped yet. It is a mess right now, and it's okay. But anyhow, I want to get on here and talk about some Leo stuff. So I'm a Leo. The rapper GloRilla is a Leo, okay? I want to give you guys some quick information about Leos in case you guys don't know about a Leo. If you haven't had a Leo in your life, if you never met a Leo, I'm going to give you some real true facts about a Leo, and I'm going to let you guys come up with the conclusion about GloRilla and her family, and then we're going to see where we sit at and on whose side we sit on, because I'm Team GloRilla. I'm not Team Family right now. Leos are fiercely loyal, okay? That's because we take pride in who we are and we know who we are. So when you know who you are and you know where you want to be at in life, you'll never be a follower and you'll never be disloyal, because if you tell somebody that you rep them, baby, you rep them. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, GloRilla is also again a Leo, meaning she knew how to persevere, meaning she didn't pull herself up by her bootstraps. You know, she pursued rap. She knew rap was for her. When Leos know what's for them, they will never give it up. They will never give up until they have exhausted everything, until they have made it to their destination of success. And we seen GloRilla do that, okay? First, she was supposed to be signed to Dolph. Dolph died, and maybe she didn't know where she was going to go after that. But then she got on with the other dude, the dude who Dolph was beefing with. I don't ask me that man's name, because Gotti, Money Gotti or Yo Gotti, so I don't know, whatever his name is. But here's my thing before I dig into the family. She also put in work, okay? As Leos put in work, you hear me? Leos, we don't come to play. We come to slay, come to get the bag, and come to put all the peasants to rest, okay? I'm not saying y'all peasants. I'm not saying that, but Leos be thinking like that. They be thinking like that. But here's my thing, though. You see how her sister, I'm not going to say her whole family, because so far I just seen her sister come on here and talk about, I need 25. Yeah. Like, how you gonna go on TMZ, be mad about some stuff that ain't really got nothing to do with you, because you mad that she got your dad a truck with no gas in it? Well, golly, she bought him a gas, a truck, and now she got to put gas in it too. Baby, at least all he could do is put some gas in it. Do you know how much it costs to buy a SUV outright with cash? You got to pay taxes on that mother sucker. You got to get it registered. You got to pay the registration fees at the DMV. Good afternoon. Hey. You gotta do all of that. And you mad because she gave your dad a SUV. She bought your dad a brand new SUV with no gas in it. And let's not forget the Jaguar that she also bought your dad, right? This is where Leos will disassociate themselves from family. When we've given all that we have, not only do Leos show up emotionally with their families, we show up physically with our families. Meaning, if we see somebody in our family who is struggling, who don't got it, we're not only going to put our all into helping them, but we're going to go gift them also. But we also don't believe in just giving people stuff without knowledge, okay? And that's the thing. People don't like Leos because we're not going to just help you, but we're going to help you. So I guarantee you that Glow said, hey, Dad, here goes this truck, right? But it's going to be up to you to figure out how you're going to get gas in it, because you want the truck, right? Now, if you want the truck, you're going to have to figure out how to maintain it, because I could teach a man to fish, right? But do I have to keep going down there to the lake with the man and the fishing rod and say, hey, this is how you put the worm on there. This is how you do it? No, he's going to eventually have to become self-sufficient. Okay, let's not forget that GloRilla is one of nine. Okay, one of nine. So you telling me that y'all want her to take the money that she got and support all nine of y'all? Is y'all crazy? Baby, y'all the lies y'all ever love in mine, okay? But here's the thing. You also can't burn a Leo because we gonna remember that shit. So her sister, allegedly a few years back, was accused of pulling a gun on GloRilla. And this is the same sister sitting on TMZ talking about, it'll take 2,500, 2,500. Harvey said, what would it take? What's the price that it would take for GloRilla to make it right? She like, 2,500, 2,500. Baby, can you count? Your sister worth millions and you talking about 2,500. You beefing with your sister because you ain't got 2,500. Like, girl, what is wrong with you? 2,500. Like, girl, that's how I know that there was lead in the applesauce in the house, in their house when they were growing up. It had to be lead in the applesauce. Because, baby, 2,500? You beefing with your sister? Do you know you can make $2,500 off of a paycheck from a job? Did you know that you can go get a job, work 40 hours a week, and make $2,500? Did you know that? I I mean, her sister act like she didn't crack her brain and fried the egg in her head because, girl, what the hell? My whole thing is, then the whole internet is on here talking about GloRilla should take care of her family. Baby, we seen GloRilla take care of her family. Like, you guys think that just because she's rich, she gotta be their financial cash cow? Are you serious? Do you know how stressful that is? Do you guys know how much taxes she has to pay? Do you guys know that she probably really isn't even a millionaire when you think about it? She's a rapper. Most rappers act like they got it when they really ain't got it. And then let's not act like Keisha Cole did not do the same thing with her family and it damn near financially ruined her. Okay? Maybe she watched being Keisha Cole and said, hell no, I ain't about to end up like Keisha Cole, broke, desolate, and dating minors. That was shade. That was shade because you know Keisha Cole boyfriend is like really young and he had a baby on her and he be out here doing YN stuff. But I digress. But this is my thing though, guys. Why is it that when you finally make it or you in a financial situation that your family thinks that they're entitled to the stuff that you worked hard for? Now, mind you, I am the person who is, if I make it, I am definitely going to look out for my family. But this is how I would have it set up for those family members who don't have a GED, a high school diploma, or a college degree. I will help you. But if I'm going to give you anything, you need to go get your education. It's progressing. Unfortunately, because of my injury, I haven't been able to do no heavy weightlifting, but I haven't gained any weight. Well, no, I lied. I gained 2 pounds. That was it. 2 pounds. That was it. But today I'm getting on the treadmill because my doctor told me to at least do cardio and to invest in a workout bike. So that's what I'm about to be doing, guys. So I'm waiting for my ends to get up so I can go buy that bike. Cause y'all know me, I love pumping weights. Like I'm a weight girl. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a bodybuilder one day. So but thank you for asking. I so appreciate that. I so appreciate that. But guys, it has me so confused and flabbergasted that the world is counting gorillas coins and being mad because they're like, well, her mom and dad still work. Like, if if we don't know her situation shit with her family, okay? And even if my kids were to get rich, I would want for them to retire me. I ain't gonna hold you. But I definitely would not get mad if they chose not to do so because my love does not attach or equate to what you can do for me. My love is unconditional. You feel what I'm saying? Now, my son always tell me, Mom, I'm going to make it big. And when I make it big, I'm going to buy you a house and a Mercedes. I said, listen, just buy mama a house. I don't need nothing extravagant. Just buy me a house. I ain't got to worry about nobody kicking me out, nobody saying this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And that is his choice if he decides to do that. And if he doesn't, I'm not going to be mad because it is still his choice because that's my child. I'm still going to love him. And at the same time, I'm a grown adult. And shouldn't nobody have to do anything for me at all. At all. And so this well she made it, so she should get her family about the mud. I feel like GloRilla has been, if she gave her dad a truck and a Jaguar, why can't he go sell those items? I guarantee you the truck is at least around $70,000. The Jag probably around 100. He can take that, go sell that, go buy a Ford Fiesta, go buy a regular ass vehicle, take the money that he gets from it, invest it so that him and his wife don't have to work again. It is not his child's job to come up with a money plan for him. Okay? And do we know GloRilla says she ain't never had a bed before, and let me not discount her struggles and her family struggles because sometimes kids they embellish stuff. Remove the road, baby. Ah! Nah, I ain't removing the road. So, you know, sometimes people embellish stuff, and I don't know if she's embellishing. I've came across a few people who have embellished their struggle, but at the same time, I am not about to judge this woman because she doesn't think the way that I think. But like I said, if I was to when I get on, if I'm going to give my family members 25,000, because I will give my family members 25,000, but I'm gonna tell them like this comes with strings. Yeah, this 25,000 comes with strings, and if you're willing to work them strings, you got it. And the strings comes on. All right, go get your high school diploma. If you ain't got your high school diploma, go get that. 25,000 is yours. Okay, if they're in college and they graduated, okay, now go take some investment courses. Okay. Oh, you got me. I definitely listen. If I walk on your back, you get to keep me now. Let me quit playing. But no, like there's strings attached because you have to teach people. Like I tell people this all the time, you can't just give people money because the problem with GloRilla's family is she's been giving them money, maybe small change over a course of time, but people who have never had nothing don't know how to manage it. So you can't give someone who has never had a red cent to their name money, certain people, and expect them to do what's right with it because I guarantee you that if her family was as poor as she said they was, that they ain't never had a bed a day in their lives, then they're gonna want to take that money and flaunt. Like, hey, look what I got, because their mindset is not wired to say, hey, I ain't got it. Even though I got it, I ain't got it. Listen, I got money sitting in my savings account, and there be times I be wanting to go get me something to eat, but I look at my savings account and I look at my checking account and I be like, I ain't got it. Cause baby, I ain't touching savings. I ain't got it. Okay, savings is savings. I ain't got it. And a lot of people don't have that mindset, and that's why her family is still struggling. Now, what GloRilla could have done is took one of her financial advisors and set her family down and say, listen, this person is going to set you up. I'm going to give you X amount of money. And she didn't even have to do that much. She could say, I can give you X amount of monies, and they're going to teach you how to flip it and how for it to earn interest, and how for if I disappear for you to make your money back. Because when she's gone, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Good afternoon. Hey, JC Mitchell from Detroit. Oh, from Michigan. Okay, all right. Laura D, that's my name. Where I'm at, baby, I'm in the Carolinas, honey. Hey, but nah, y'all. Like GloRilla, I feel like she is loyal. She's a Leo. She a Leo, and Leos are also about nigga. We don't take no bullshit. Excuse my language, y'all, but we don't take no bullshit. I'm bad, thank you. I try to be. And people fail to realize that. Like, this woman worked hard. Like, you don't know how hard she had to work. Do you know that becoming a rapper is not an easy thing. You know how hard and how rare it is for a rapper's career to take off. And I just feel like if the family ain't been through the mud with her, and even if they was rolling around down in the mud with her, you didn't have to put in this work. Oh, thank you, Jeremiah. You so sweet. GloRilla should take care of her family. She should not take care of her family because when she's gone, how are they going to survive? You guys got to understand that sometimes enabling people is only going to make them worse. Her family has to learn how to be financially set. Like her father is working in the postal service. Her mom works in FedEx. I believe they're still together. That's two great incomes. They should be able to put that income together and be able to survive. GloRilla has helped them. And like I said, with the items that she gifted them, they should have took and sold it and said, hey, listen, are you okay with me selling this truck? I don't want to ask you for any more money, but I really want to, I appreciate the truck, but I really want some more financial freedom because the longer I have this truck, the more it's going to depreciate. And in about 4 years from now, I'm not going to be able to get 2 cents from this truck, and they could have approached it from that way, you know, and I just think that she don't have to support her family. She doesn't want to. I did get caught up in all that snow, and I had so much fun. 9110024. That's my number. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, black families have been through a lot, but black families have also caused a lot of trauma. Man, listen, I hate when people say that. Like, listen, I'm a black woman and I love being black, okay? But black doesn't just equivalent just because you're black. You're just entitled to this. And just because it's a black family, I'm gonna tell that black family's daughter to go take care of your family because they ain't never experienced wealth. When the daughter showed them how to grind, the daughter got her out the mud. But I guarantee you, they spend a lot of time criticizing her, and they didn't listen to her. I experienced this with my own family. People don't want to watch. People don't want to see you succeed. People see that you got the formula. People see that you got the sauce, and they know that you can make it, but they wish you're on your downfall instead of saying, hey, how can I help you elevate? Hey, how can I help you support? And black families be quick as hell to go and support the D-boy family member versus the college educated kid who needs some money to pay for his last semester of college. And yet y'all want to go bail little cousin Pookie out after he'd been arrested 6 or 7 times. So the black family need to get their mindset right. And I'm black and I love being black and I love my black community. But let's be honest, sometimes we just be fucked up. Okay? We fucked up sometimes. Let's be real. Right, right. Hey, Auntie. Hey. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. Free Pookie. Nah, let little Pookie ass sit where little Pookie at. Little Pookie need to learn a lesson. That's the problem with black families. We don't be letting our black kids learn the lessons that they need to learn. Because listen, I'm a strict mom. I am strict. And like I told my son got in trouble once with the law. And I told him, if you get in trouble again, don't call me. Cause I ain't the mama who gonna be doing this 5 to 6, 7 times, and I ain't putting no money on your books, and I ain't coming to bail you out. I'm just not her. I'm not about to. I'm not about to support that. When they know that they're not gonna have a support system in there. No one's gonna put money on their commissary. They'll think twice before getting locked up. That's anybody. I don't care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican. I don't give a shit. Is right. Yes. But I listen, I agree. But this is how I agree though. I felt like but let's not forget she has given the family stuff though, y'all. I felt like it was wrong for her to give the family stuff and knowing they didn't know how to manage it. I felt like she should have gave them. Thank you, I appreciate that. I felt like she should have gave them education first, money management skills first before she just gave them money because they've been struggling for a long time. They don't know how to manage no money. Cause that's like me, baby. Listen, I get my taxes and DoorDash the shit out of it, okay? And I had to learn money management skills, guys. I had to learn that I was eating my money. Like, I'm sitting here like, bitch, why I feel broke? You is broke. How you done ate all the money? The fuck wrong with you? So you got, and we got to be real with ourselves, guys. People don't like to be real. And I have to look in the mirror and I have to be like, okay, bitch, excuse my cussing, y'all, because y'all know I am a cussing Christian. I have to look in the mirror and be like, bitch, what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? After I ate that last sandwich, the guilt seeks in. It'd be like, I spent $150 going out to eat. Girl, that could have been a bill. But let me be honest, my bills are always paid though. My bills be paid first. My bills are paid. Nah, real cat. Hey. Hey girl, I love real people. Tell them. Nah, for real though. And cause I ain't gonna say or act like I've always had it together, y'all. I had to crawl. I had to go through some stuff. Now I was that person who used to be like, people would call me and my family be like, "Hey, can you send this? Can you send that?" But then again, I had to pull back because I realized my kids was going through health problems. I was going through health problems, and people were so quick to pick up my line, like pick up their phone and hit my line, be like, "You got some money?" And then I'd be like, dang, these same people that's asking me for money, I can't even tell them what I'm going through right now because they're going to go tell Tom, Dick, Harry, and fucking Sherry. And I'm like, I can't trust them. Like, I can give you money, but I can't trust to have a conversation with you when I'm feeling vulnerable. Yeah, I probably need to cut this out. And I'm the type of person, if I give you money, I never expect it back. So I don't loan money at all. I tell people all the time, if I give you money, unless I specifically say, bitch, you better run me my money back. And we're going to have that in writing, okay? But, like, my mindset is money comes, money goes. I know how to get money. And that's why I said for me, I'm different than GloRilla. So I would have given my money, my family a little bit more extra change. And I wouldn't have gifted them with trucks and stuff. I would have had them take some classes because they have to know how to manage this money. They were doomed for failure the moment that she got dad the truck. Because did dad have a driver's license? Did dad hit my car? Was the car insured? Can we expect dad to keep up on car insurance payments? Because if it's a high value car, the car insurance rates is going to be through the roof. And these are the things that we have to look at. So I feel like GloRilla's heart was big. Where like I'm gonna let my dad and my mom stunt on these people because for a long time people probably talked down on them. But at the same time, y'all, GloRilla is young and she just want to live her life and make her mark on the world. And I don't feel like it's fair that everything that she worked hard for, she got to keep up with the Joneses for her family. That's not right. I went through the same thing. It's just me and my kids and their father. Chica love, I'm sorry to hear that. But you know what? You got it though, love. You got it. You got it. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. I promise you. Guys, we're all going to be okay. We just really have to change our mindset, to be honest. Like, you just really got to start looking at money as a tool. Like, okay, I got $100. How am I going to use this shovel to shovel my way to more riches? No, seriously, that's how you have to look at it. Like, you have to look at it as in, this $100. I can take this, save it, put it in my safe in my room, get another $150, and I can go over to State Employees Credit Union and open up a high yielding investment account or a CD account or invest in government bonds and let it build. And then every time I get $150, I could just save it and then save it until I have enough money to keep investing and adding more to my investment portfolio. And it takes discipline. I'm telling you guys, I know because it be times where I be struggling because my investor will call me, hey, Laura, what's up, girl? You have not made any contributions to your investment account. Do you want me to take a debit out your account? And I'd be like, nigga, I didn't DoorDash that shit away. What did we say about DoorDashing and saving? Wealth over your cravings. Wealth over your cravings. And I have to sit back and be like, dang, okay, I got this. Okay. No K-pop for me this week. Okay. No Chipotle for me this week. Okay. No brownies. I got this, bitch. I got it. Seriously. Like, guys, it's an internal struggle. I'm telling you guys, I be struggling. But at the end of the day, I always end up making a better decision because I know where I need to be. I know where I want to be. My biggest struggle that I'm facing right now, guys, is knowing where to put my money. It's really knowing where to put my money. It's I have an LLC. What am I going to do to really build up this business so that I can get real solid loans in my business account so I don't have to use my personal credit anymore? I'm tired of leveraging my personal credit because now what if my business failed? Then guess what? The business failed. I didn't fail. Allure D didn't fail. Allure D's credit is still intact and I'm still okay. So those are the things that I'm learning. These are the things that we have to be teaching each other. And that's why it's really smart to just give people a large lump sum of money who have no real education. GloRilla's family, no shade, but her sister, guys, was asked the question, what amount would it take for GloRilla to make this right? And her sister said, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. No shade. It was no shade. But that showed me right then and there that her sister didn't even realize you just really ruined any chances of you making up with your sister over $2,500 and you're thinking you're saying 25,000 and she doesn't understand the difference between $2,500 and $25,000. 25,000 could have been an investment for her. She could have opened up any type of account and said, listen, Merrill Swab or whatever it is, can you take this 25 and invest it? No, there's no guarantee she's gonna make a big money. But at least she didn't squander it. At least she took a risk. You know what I'm saying? Or she could have said, hey, do anybody know what type of building I can buy around here in the hood for 25 and I can go ahead and open up a little restaurant. That way I have passive income. You know, there baby girl just not educated. And GloRilla probably just wanted to get away from the stress. Sometimes you just want to get away from the doubters, the naysayers, the stress in your life. And sometimes your family is the biggest noise and the biggest haters. Bruh, I never understand it. I would never understand it. Like, people don't even understand, like, she a Leo. The way we Leos are set up, like, man, if we love you, man, we love you, man. Like, real talk. If I love you, I love you. I'm a giver. It's like my doctor. I have a chiropractor, man. I feel like my chiropractor has been treating my family with such love and respect. and and just being real caring. And I'm like, oh, in the office staff, I'm like, man, I got to figure out a way to bless them. What's my love language? Gifting. That's my love language. My love language is acts of service. So I'm gonna gift you. I'm gonna go buy my man a gift. I'm gonna go cook my man dinner. And with people who take care of me in my everyday life, I'm gonna figure out what they like. I'm gonna figure out what they want and go purchase it and give it to them just to let them know, hey, I see you and I appreciate you. Because that's how Leos are. We want you to know, like, if you rock with us and you treat us right, because we are the sun. And a lot of people orbit around us. And even though we are cocky and confident, we are also loving and caring and tender. But because we know that our hearts are so big that there's going to be a person out there that's going to try to take advantage of us being Leo. And sometimes Leos, we're torn because we can tear you apart or we can just love on you. And then we know if we tear you apart, there's no more room for you in our heart. And we would never forgive you. We would never let you back into the palace. You're done. So we have to make this discernment and make this decision with discernment to say, how am I going to handle this? Am I going to pop out and explode on you and bust you up in your head to the white meat? Or am I going to love you and give you grace? And that be our biggest struggle, because we sometimes don't know how to handle people who put a knife in our back. You know, and it's like, we love you, and you don't understand that we love you. Some people out here don't know how to receive love, and I think that's the issue with GloRilla's family. She done showed them that she loved them, because Glo don't seem like the type of person to be like, I love you, I love you. And her love is like, hey, big dog, I love you, dog. Okay, so Chica said, I'm an Aries, and I love to love but do me wrong and you're done. Period. Okay, period. And that's how we Leos are too. Like, we're in love with the thought of love. Like, I am so corny. I be like, I just love love. I love people who are in love. I love lovebirds. I love love seats. And I love myself too. But that's just how we are. And I'm telling you, like, I just think that it's not right for the family to put such a burden on her back. And then her sister said something about one of the cousins. Right. So her sister said, one of my cousins, or no, one of my siblings are down there living with her and working for me, and they're working like a house slave. You mean they're working like an assistant? What you thought? Because she got hired as an assistant, she was going to just give her, oh, since you're my sister, I'm just going to take it easy on you. No! She works in a business where assistants are your starting point for everything. They're gonna have your coffee ready, they're gonna have your breakfast ready, they're gonna have your schedule ready, they're gonna have your slippers ready, they're gonna have everything ready, and they get paid well to doggone do this job. Like, what do you thought? Your sister or your brother or somebody was gonna go down there and just say, hey, because Glo is my sister and she hired me as her assistant, I could slack off? For all of that, Glo could go hire a real assistant and they'll shut the heck up and do their job. Like, y'all don't understand, you in a blessed spot, but still complaining. Like, that tells me they don't know what hard work is. Because go be an assistant to somebody like Beyonce. What you think is going to happen? Beyonce going to fire you the first time you talk about, I need a second break, B, Queen B. My feet are frozen. That hurt. I barely got any toes left. She going to say, okay, on to the next. On to the person who could work without their toes. Because that's just real talk. They're in the real world now. It's like people be so delusional. Like, people with no accountability and no responsibility always have something to say about a person who has worked their ass off. Cardi works hard, Glo works hard, Beyonce works hard. These people do not just get up and say, lovely day to be rich. Let me just sit on my couch and make millions. Nah, they got to schedule tours. They got to go dance and perform even when they don't feel well, even when they're dehydrated and they just had a baby. They got to go and perform tricks for us. Like, for real, they got to go and entertain. They have to do interviews. They have to promote. They have to audition. Their lives are not just handed to them on a silver platter. Now, are their lives made easier? Yes, their lives are made easier because they have money. But they still have to perform for that money because they're still signed to a record label. So they're still someone else's quote unquote slave. I don't understand why her family don't understand that. But you want her to give you millions. And let's be honest, Glo, I don't feel like Glo got millions. I feel like Glo got a million in the bank. Why? Because, bro, she signed to a label that I don't know much about the label, but I just know that a lot of these rappers don't be having what they say they have because you got to think about it. Glo is in a certain tax bracket. She got to pay taxes. She has to pay accountants. She has to pay for those advances that she didn't got. And who knows? Say if she went and did a show and they said, hey, Glo, if you come here for a million, if you come here, we'll give you $1 million. Glo's not walking away with $1 million. Right. That's facts. Like, she's not walking away with $1 million. She'd be lucky to walk away with maybe 400,000, 300,000 at most. Because then she has a manager. And the manager getting 25%. And then we don't know what interest that she has to pay on those advances. We don't know. So yeah, Glo may not be actually in a predicament to give her family everything that they want. That's just the way it is, okay? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So are you, love. So are you. I appreciate that. But guys, I'm not going, just talk y'all heads off. Man, I could talk off y'all heads all day about this because it's just so irrational for people to think. It's called an irrational belief. It's really called an irrational belief. It's irrational for people to have a belief system that once their family make it, that the family is responsible for them financially. That is so sad. It's pathetic. It's unfair. And most of all, it's stressful. It is traumatizing. And I just want you guys to really think about this. You think GloRilla wants to cut off her family? She don't. If anything, she wants her family to be in the moment with her. But I think that Glo has enough common sense to know that there's going to be that one person in her family that's like that one person from that movie called, I think it's called Paid in Full, who was just envious. It was the uncle being envious of the nephew and unalived his younger nephew because he wanted a piece of the pie. That is the reality of a lot of people's lives. That's like when I make it big, I would not spend a lot of time in my hometown because I know there's people that I call family that would set me up, rob me, and do other things to me. So let's not act like this isn't a reality. It's not a reality. No, she won't. She if I was Glo, I would I would bless her mom and dad. I can't say what number she should bless them with. Or even financially. I would just bless my mom and dad with still having access to me where as long as they're not feeding into this unhealthy nature of my siblings, I would still, tell them like I love you. But it isn't GloRilla's responsibility to take care of her siblings. It is her choice to do it. That's like I have a child who's special needs. If I was not to be on this earth, I would want one of my older children to take care of him, but it's not their responsibility to do so. It's their choice. And I will always let them know that you have a choice. Like even with me being a person who had multiple kids, if I wanted to do something, it was never come that my children's needs and wants had to come last because I needed a babysitter or something. No way. Like I remember one time my daughter's like, "Hey mom, I had asked her to babysit." And I said, "Hey, I wanted to go to this event. Could you babysit for me?" She's like, "Oh, me and such had these plans that day, but I'll cancel." I said, "Oh, girl, hell no. Go ahead, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, girl. I'll cancel. I'll figure this out." "You sure?" "Yes. You're not about to stop your life because of me. I had these kids." You know what I'm saying? And no, I would not take my children's childhood, adulthood, happiness just so I can have mine. Now, if they say, hey, they got some free time in their schedule, they don't mind, okay. But they also gonna get paid because they're doing a service. They don't have to do that. It's a service. If my child babysits for me, it is a service. And she's essentially taking care of her siblings, and that's not a service for her. That's a service for her parents, and she's getting nothing in return. And I just feel like that's not right. I feel like if Will wants to bless her siblings, bless them with education. Same. I'm with my kids every day, all day, laugh out loud. They are my world. Right, right. Because I made them. I love them, and I'm gonna spend time with them. Plus, they got their daddy. Cause if I gotta go somewhere, hey, what are you doing? Get your kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's not your kids. I just really feel like it's not my kids' responsibility to make sure I'm okay. Like it's just not. Now if they were living in my house, okay. Now say GloRilla was living in her parents' house and she kicking in and blah blah blah. Then yeah, she got some financial responsibilities to help with the bills. Bills, okay. That's it. That's it. That's all. But yeah, guys, like I just feel like everybody dragging her because when I first heard the story, I was like, dang, that's kind of messed up. And then I thought about it, I was like, dang, girl, everybody not you though, and you don't know everybody's stories. Like there's some people that I feel like in my family for sure. There's like 3 people I know for sure that I'm definitely gonna look out for. I'm definitely gonna look out for without a shadow of a doubt because it's the little things. It's the encouraging things. It's I see you, cousin. I see you doing your thing. Go ahead, girl. Do you? It's that even when everybody else is talking about me behind my back and saying she thinks she this, she thinks she that. You got that one cousin like, girl, fuck them. Do you? I see you, boo. Can you teach me? Oh, you want to learn? I love that. See, right there, when a person say, teach me, man, that get me excited because I love a person who want to learn. I love a person who about education because let me tell you, when you learn how to make $100, you're going to keep on making it and you're going to keep doubling it. You feel what I'm saying? Definitely. Definitely. Amen. Amen. And if I was in public housing, and that's the thing, like you got people out here. And let me speak on that too, because you have people out here who be trying to shame people who live in public housing. I don't live in public housing, but I think that's like projects or whatever. But things like public housing, if you live in public housing and you getting blessed with some coins and you don't have to put money towards rent, baby, there's a way for you to buy with public housing, especially if you're using Section 8. Use it as a stepping stone. Step your way up into financial security. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be scamming now. Scamming is illegal. And scamming is illegal. Don't scam now. But go ahead. And anybody who's seen my videos, they see my house. So they know. But if I was, why is you worried about it? It be people like you who have people who receive these things ashamed to use them to their full potential, because if you live in public house and receive Section 8 or receive certain subsidies, there is a way for you to dig out financial freedom. You guys, they have programs. Section 8 has a program where if you get a high school education, you get a college education, if you get go through their home buyers workshop, if you get through if you go through, because you guys know I'm in school for human services, because I want to be I want to work in the community, and I want to be a psychiatrist one day. So if you have all of these programs, there's these things that you can use, and Section 8 will put it in a bank account for you, and they give you $2,500 if you get your diploma. I think $1,500 if you get your high school diploma. If you get promoted in your job, I don't know what the amount of money is. You'll get a certain amount, and then once you completed all your steps, right? And if you go through the home buyership program, it's like $2,500. If you get approved, you get $2,500. And guess what? Once you complete all of those steps, and you have got all the way to the top of where you wanted to reach your goal with your research officer or your client service officer, then all of that money, that's close to $10,000, they'll send you a check for that. I'm telling you, do not let these people shame you for what you have to use in life, okay? If you have to use it as a stepping stone to get to point A, to point B, to point D, baby, use it. As long as you're in need, use it. It was put in place to help you, and it's to help you be self-sufficient. Because guess what? Guess what? Nah, it's true. It's true. We get emails about this stuff all the time. And I'm doing my externship. I'm learning so much because that is my goal. My goal is I want to work in the community. I want to do community-based work where I help people to find these things, to find these resources, to help them. These things are out there. Don't, like I said, don't be scamming now. Don't scam, because you scam yourself right out of a blessing. But there is legitimate ways out here for people who are actually in need for y'all to be successful. And then guess what? NACA now works with Section 8. So if you're going through the home buyership program called NACA, which help you to buy down your interest rate and to give you an option so that you don't have to go through predatory lending, NACA is the best way to go, and NACA is currently working with Section 8 right now. So if you're going through Section 8 to buy a house, then you Google it. Google is free. See, this is the thing that upsets me. It is free to Google. It is free to Google. That's why I be talking about education. There's people like you out there who don't want to learn. It's people like you who are out there who want to come on here and be a troll and just shame because there's no real substance in your life right now other than trolling. I'm telling you like this. Listen, change your thoughts process, change your thought patterns. If you're someone who needs this, take a chance, go apply. Maybe you may get it, maybe you may not get it, but don't hate on the person who did get it, because the person who did get it probably did need it more than you. And we should always be on the mindset of helping our neighbors and wanting others to succeed versus looking at them like, I'm so mad they got it because I needed it more. You don't know their situation and you don't know God's plan in their life. So, hey, Richmond, California in the house. So don't come on here with that negativity. Okay, like I said, guys, these are programs out here. Go through NACA. NACA can help you buy down your interest rate to 0.1%. Okay, and what does that mean? Lower house payments. Let's say if you got a house loan for like $1,200, if you buy down your interest rate, and there are loans and there's grants out here to help you do that, then the math ain't, I don't know if the math go math right. But if you buy down your interest rate and your mortgage was going to be like $1,200, you could be somewhere between $600 for your mortgage, and it's a locked in price. And then you don't have what's it called? You don't have to pay. There's certain fees that you don't have to pay. I haven't been on that site in a while, guys, so I don't really fully remember it. But check out NACA. Check out NACA, guys. Let me. My computer is in hibernation mode. Let me see. NACA is pretty much everywhere. So with NACA, you could do an online orientation. Oh, you got to go to ABA. Okay, so NACA, Neighborhood Assistant Corporation of America. And you can go through their workshops. Okay, baby. And that's, I apologize for calling you baby. That's okay. That's okay. And I apologize if I offended you any. But yeah, it is new. You know, there's a lot of, that's why I tell people, there's so much stuff that I'm still learning. You know, I don't have it all the way together. I learn different things every day. And by chance, because of the field that I am going into, I learn more, you know, and that's why I've been in human services and drug and alcohol addiction counseling is so prophetic for me, because it's like I have a chance to be exposed to a lot of things that I'm not normally exposed to in my everyday life, which gives me an opportunity to absorb knowledge and pass it on to people that I come across. Hey, good afternoon. You looking for a house? Yes. Go through NACA. And I'm going to let you guys know something, because, guys, I ain't going to sit here and act like I ain't never had government assistance, because I have, y'all. But that's why I said don't be shitting on people, okay? But but with NACA, they're all over the place. You just have to do a workshop. It's basically like an orientation, and then you have to pay like $20, I believe, and that $20 is for your credit check. So that lasts us for a whole year. So every year you have to do, say if you haven't got NACA qualified, then, you know, the next year you'll have to do another 20, I think it's like 20 or $30. And that's just for your background check. And you would never have to pay a realtor, because they give you real estate agents to work with. And they'll help you with your renters, home ownership insurance and stuff like that. NACA is, you do not want me to take this wig off. Y'all do not want me to take that wig off. Listen, NACA is great. And then I'm going to tell you guys something else that you guys may not know about Section 8. So for anyone who's on there and you may be low income, or you just don't have enough income to, you know, fully pay rent the way you want to, because let's be honest, rent right now is like $2,500 just for a 2-bedroom house, especially here in the Carolinas. Now, why didn't y'all tell me my lace was showing like that now? Come on now. Come on now. So if you're in North Carolina like me and you want to apply for Section 8, if you see that Section 8 is not the list, because it's like a waiting list, if the application period is not open in North Carolina, but it's open in Ohio, you can apply in Ohio. You just have to have an address. And now, I'm not sure if you have to move to Ohio or if you can get it where you're at, but you could definitely transfer it. So when I first moved here, guys, I did have Section 8, and it was my first time ever getting a voucher. And I was able to support it here until I not aged out on it, but you maxed out on it. So once you get like a certain income, and say if they send you something to say, okay, your rent is going to be $1 or something like that, they're going to say, listen, I mean, not your rent's going to be $1, but we're going to pay everything but $1 of your rent. They're going to go ahead and leave you on there for 30 days. And before they phase you out, they'll send you a letter. And this is how I also know this. So everything that you achieve while you're on there, they bank that money. And then when you're finally completed the Section 8 program, then they'll send you a check for that. It's called streaming. You're supposed to talk. You want me to sit on the line with me like this? That's what you want? Or do you want some knowledge? Did you come over here for knowledge or did you come over to troll? Because I'm trying to drop some knowledge on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know. I don't claim no sets now. I don't know. I'm in Charlotte because right now F Charlotte because why rent so high? What the freak? When I first moved to Charlotte, rent was $800. Okay, rent is no longer $800. But I'm telling y'all, and you have to be able to qualify for these programs because if you have too much income, you will not do it. And the people who do it and they have a lot of income, they're scamming. Do not scam. Do not, guys. Scamming comes back on you. I had a cousin who told me she's like, girl, you can still keep your Section 8. I'm gonna tell you how to do it. I said, bitch, you ain't about to get me put in jail. I ain't do no PPP. Listen, if it got anything to do with getting clanked, I ain't dibbling in it. Cause baby, I'm not gonna last in prison. I'm not gonna last in jail, okay? It just ain't for me. Cause baby, there's no restaurants in jail and I like to eat. Okay? I eat good. You ain't about to have me locked up eating boiled eggs and ramen noodles and cooking off of doggone beds and stuff, baby. No. Survival of the fittest. Man, I'm reading in PA. Okay. Knowledge from me. Okay. Are you in PA? Rocky Mount, Virginia. Hey. Okay, y'all. So, yeah. Section 8, you can buy a house with it. Okay? And then there's also I think it's called Habitat for Humanity. If you're looking to buy a house, Habitat for Humanity will help. If you qualify, they'll help build a house for you. I don't know their full steps and qualifications to go through them. But I will say that for Habitat for Humanity, the houses that I've seen were in my hometown, and they weren't built in neighborhoods that I felt that I would want to raise my kids in. Now, I'm not sure if that's all of Habitat for Humanity, if they're just building, I think their goal is to bring up the property value around the surrounding neighborhoods and stuff like that. And some neighborhoods you can put as many nice houses as you can, and it's gonna be what it is. And the schools are still gonna be what it is. And baby, I ain't got no money to pay for private school, okay? So we got to say, I'm work my behind off like my husband do, like my husband do, and I'm gonna make sure I'm somewhere that is gonna have a good school system for my children because for me that is important. And I know that everyone does not have that choice. But for me, that's my choice. And I thank God that I am blessed to make that decision. But from what I'm hearing, Section 8 is also, so Section 8 is also gearing to bring more programs into nicer areas. And there is a pause though, going through the home buyership program. I'm looking at it right now. There's a pause until July of 2026. So if you guys have Section 8, if you want to go through the program, go ahead and start working on your credit right now. Because in July of 2026, they will be opening back up the home buyership program. They said that they want to make the program more efficient, and so just be prepared. Go in there prepared. Have you some money saved up? So you have to have like $5,000 saved up in savings. And it's just good to start saving now, because when they see that you can save and the amount of money that you can save, it shows that you won't lose your house into foreclosure and that you'll be able to pay your mortgage. And say if your furnace go out, you'll be able to have some money to, get your furnace fixed, because they don't want to give homes to people who can't afford it. Because if you're in Section 8 right now and say they're paying all of your rent and you're still struggling with the utilities, then more than likely they're not going to approve you for a house, to buy a house. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know, because I still don't really 100% know how that works. So I'm still learning. I'm still gathering a lot of resources. But hey, we just gonna be positive over this way. You feel me? But I hope I dropped some knowledge for you guys. Also, grants. Don't forget about grants, y'all. Don't forget about grants. And don't forget, there's a lot of programs out here that if you seek higher education, they'll pay for that. They'll pay for completion of the program. You have a lot of ways to make money, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. I mean, let me tell y'all little ways I'm making money. When y'all see those banks on TV like Wells Fargo, don't mess with Wells Fargo though. Like Wells Fargo, and they be like, come over here, open up a new account, have direct deposit in there for 90 days, and we'll give you $300 free. They ain't lying. Y'all can go open up an account, y'all, because this ain't scamming. This ain't scamming. This is legit, okay? This wig, this wig was like 170. And it's not brushed out, so I know it look a little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But when it's done, I just got up out of bed, y'all. But anyways, so when they tell you that they'll give you that $300 free, they're not lying. Once you take that $300 and you get that $300, you can close out your account. You can take the $300, close it out, and take that and move into an investment account. And you can do that multiple times as long as it's within a year's time frame. And no, that is not. Black women are the fakes. Fake hair. Aww. Look at a fake person online, mad and hurt. Listen, baby, I like to switch it up, hunty. Ain't nothing wrong with the hair I was born with, baby. What's wrong with the personality you were born with? That you want to attack people just because of what their choices are? Oh my God, life must be like really horrible for you, dude. Like, totally. Anyways, goodbye. I don't care if you got real pubic hair on your head. Mind your business. Why y'all always be coming up on people's channels and pages talking about, well, I got that, I got that. Like, you want a cracker? You want a cookie? Probably want a freaking cracker. Oh my gosh. But anyways, guys, y'all know there's certain times of the day the Leo in me is going to Leo, and I'm going to have time for these people in the comment. But then there's also times where I know that these people are trolls and they have nothing else better to do but to come to our page and interact with us because they're so jealous of all of you guys in the comments because you guys are glorious and wonderful, and I am living in my truth, whether it's my real hair or not, baby. But I'm gonna let you guys go because I actually do got to get dressed and get some. Actually, I would make sure you got some lemon pepper on there, and make sure that watermelon is not too sweet because I do not like really sweet watermelon. Let me tell you, I just don't. Who else likes sweet watermelon? Because I don't like sweet watermelon. It's too soft. Like, don't give me no sweet watermelon because then I'm gonna have to add some salt to it. Because baby, no, my goodness. Don't pay him no mind. We not gonna pay him no mind, y'all. That person is rage baiting because that's the only time they have the highs of their days when they have to get online and bother people who's not bothering them. They be sitting at home all day on the computer like, I still ain't got a girl. Oh, I still ain't got a girl. This blow up doll. She's stiff still. She's still sticky from the last 4 times. They gotta get there. That's how they get their highs. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. Nobody care about that. One thing about women, black, white, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Mexican. One thing about women is we will eat you up. We will roast you, all of us, and jump you. Okay. Yeah. But guys, my phone is actually at 2%. I love you guys. You guys are so amazing. Thank you guys for staying with me. For the subscribes, the likes. I appreciate all of that. I am going to be looking up some more information so that I can have some more detailed numbers and stuff because it is hard out here and a lot of people really need resources, and that's why I'm in the human service field. That's why this is my calling. This is my path. You guys gonna see me joke, crack jokes, and laugh, cry, work out, do all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, guys, I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to be scared and not understand where your next paycheck is coming from, how you're gonna pay your rent. So any resources that I find, I will bring it. You guys be blessed. I wish you guys all the best in life. Be beautiful the way that you are. Don't pay these trolls no mind. They're going to keep on trolling. The one thing in life is we're going to always have somebody who's going to be negative, a naysayer. And when you guys remember that y'all walk in glory and that y'all are the shits niggies, we don't worry about people like that. So, guys, when people come and hate on you guys, you doing something right. I want y'all to turn your head and like this and say, okay, baby, hate some more. Hate some more as I brush the hair that is not mine in the house that I pay for with the food on the table and a roof over my head. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Be blessed.